Hi, I'm going to try and do a little mini series of 6 videos over 6 days that look at ADHD and the structure of the ADHD brain and how and if we're wired for negativity. So all human brains have a negativity bias, and we know this comes from evolution to keep us safe. But in the ADHD brain, there are biological and physiological reasons that make the negativity impulse even stronger, far more immediate, and self-directed. All ADHDers will have had constant feedback of being told that we need to try harder, that we're too much, that if only we could pay attention. Well, how come you know all the lyrics to that song but you don't know your 2 times table, or whatever, or whatever it might have been. But there are neurobiological reasons that influence how we process threat, emotion, and internal narratives. So by the end of this 6-week little series, I want to see if we can turn our inner critic, because we've all got that, into an inner coach. And I think we can. All us ADHDers are probably sick to death with hearing about dopamine, but we know that our baseline dopamine is lower and we have a weaker signaling system for things like reward, motivation, and positive feedback. It means that our positive feedback doesn't stick so well. What it also means is that negative cues, things like rejection, disapproval, danger, these things stand out far more because they activate other systems. So there's a knock-on effect. For example, noradrenaline and cortisol, they're ready to be fired, and they're firing because they're being activated by all these cues and other chemicals that are or are not flowing through our system. So it's not a simple case of being too sensitive. It isn't just a case of learnt behaviour. It isn't just a case of conditioning and years of negative feedback. It is a case that chemistry makes negative signalling in the ADHD brain more salient. Stay tuned for part 2 of 6.